Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at Salem, which is a 16th, 17th century, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's a sandbox game where you're going to basically be a pilgrim in Salem. You're going to have your plot of land, you're going to be able to run around gathering stuff. Let me stop explaining what the game is in little minute details and let me get into the breadth. Now, we can go ahead and we can pick our character that I've already created and played in the game, but first I want to go through the new character process and go through a few things for you guys so you can see some different stuff. So the first thing we need to do is speak to the man in the brown hat. The game does play in a small little Java window. Now the first thing I thought that was funny is that's your character. So he's basically this piece of clay that's unmolded and you need to mold him into something. So the first thing we need to do is talk to the man in the brown hat. Well, here's the man in the brown hat. And the first thing that's going to happen is we are actually going to turn into a pseudo-human. And we could be male or female, and you can see very curvy females. Or we could be males, and we can keep clicking on this until we get something that we kind of like. But it doesn't matter too much because we basically just kind of want to have something basic. And then the first thing we're going to do is learn our first skill, Childish Things. And we go here to learn our first skill, and there it is, Childish Things. And you can see down here, Perennial Philosophy, that's filled up to 300 by 500. We're going to buy this, and then that uses all of that we've gained there. Now, because what happens is when you're in the real world and you've picked your plot of land, you run around and you use different skills. And you can see then to buy new skills, to get new skills, the available skills, you have to have, I have to have Frontier and Wilderness up to 200, Hunting and Gathering up to 200 before I can buy survival skills. So that's where those have to be. And if I click on this skill, what happens is you see this little red line underneath. That shows me where they have to be. And then as I utilize those skills, so you can see here, increasing your value in the Frontier and Wilderness, decrease the wear on your fishing equipment. You can highlight over this and see all the different things for all these different skills. And you're going to have a lot of different skills in the game. But let's continue moving on. Let's head over here. And this is the next place we want to go investigate the chest. So in the chest, we have a bunch of different items that we can place on our character. So we'll pull up our character. We can move a lot of this stuff around. We could drop these shoes on him like so. Actually put some pants on him because, sir, you look ridiculous running around without pants on. And we could put a nice little hat on him. Now, I really wish I could just run around like this, like a beefcake boss. But we're not. We're going to put our priestly robes on because we are headed to Salem, and it is a priestly type of place. So give the captain your name. So let's head over here and give the captain our name. Hello, captain. So what's our name? We're going to do Muffin Limp Nuts. Little play on our normal name. Or my normal name. So there we go. To change your appearance, talk to the barber. Now, the barber is not really a person. The barber is just this little mirror and stuff here. Now, one thing that I really wish you could do, now you see every time I click on this, it changes something. But I've got to turn myself around to see what it really does. So you can see, there we go. Now we've got kind of this sweet beard. So awesome. Now we can go to this little color palette as well, and we can change the color of our hair. And we've got a bunch of different options here, browns and grays and stuff like that. One thing I wish here as well is I wish it was a color wheel. But hey, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, so we're going to go with that. We can also go to this guy here, click on him, and he changes something. I don't know what. Now, we're right-click the ship to board, so we're out of here. We're going to click on the ship. Now, I don't know why I headed over there. Why wouldn't I head to right there? But whatever. Now, we could choose from 3 different starting spots, Plymouth, Jamestown, or Roanoke. So we're going to go to Roanoke. Head there. There's no E. I misspoke. So speak to the wilderness guide. Yes, I will as soon as it loads up. Now, once we get into kind of our wilderness area, we're going to want to do different things, such as walk around and take branches from a tree, pick leaves, pick berries from berry bushes, dig for rocks and stuff like that. But this is the main city that we're in, and here's our wilderness guide. You can see you've got people running around. We can also get decoratives down here for our place because we're going to have this open plot where we've got nothing. It's like we're out in the wilderness. We got nothing. So we're going to have to build that plot up. Now, we're not going to get very far in this video, but later on, you can go ahead and actually get pretty big stuff. So now we can actually name a homestead if we want to go there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to let him pick a homestead for us. Now, he picked the first one for us, so here's where we are. This is kind of our homestead, and you can see it's really wide open. We can also see up to 4 more places. We can see down on the mini map here, you see all these little icons? That's different stuff that we can actually gather, like this little corn right here. But we're going to go ahead and try again, even though I really do like this spot. We're going to try again and see what we get this next time. Now you can see we've got this area with kind of some cliffs and stuff like that. We can see once again we've got a bunch of different stuff. Now you see that little icon that's wandering around? Yes, there are wild animals that can actually eat you, so you need to be very careful of those. So let's try again, see what we get this time. Probably a wilderness. I kind of like this spot. You know what? It's kind of dead. Let's hope. I really like that first spot, which kind of sucks because I really did like that first spot. Well, we got one more place, so let's try one more time, and we're out of spots. So no matter what, this is our spot. Kind of looks like my other spot. So this is where we are. This is what we get. So here's our little guy, and as you can see, we've got our little bit of shelter right here. We can move underneath that. We can kind of rest here, and if we kind of sit back and rest and relax, we will gain some of our humors, which are these different things, which are blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile. Now, how hilarious is it that they called them those? I just think it's really funny. And we can do different things while we're here. We can travel, we can do criminal acts, we can destroy things, we can dig holes, we can lift stuff up, we can repair, we can also toggle our tracking. But the first thing I want to do is I'm going to come over here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I want to dig a hole. So we're going to dig, and we're going to dig right there. So there we go. So as you see, as I'm digging, you see my little humors right here is moving down because I'm actually using that energy. So we're going to get to a point where if I run out of that, if I run out of all of them, I actually pass out. And if you pass out, you knock yourself out, you lose everything that's in your inventory. So you want to be really careful with that. You never know what we're going to dig up. So let's see, we're at 75%. Here we go. Come on now, 20 more percent. We're almost there. We're almost dug up. And here we go. What do we dig? So let's see, what did we get there? So we got ourselves this little thing. Not exactly sure what we dug up here. So either way, whatever. So the next thing we can do is we can actually pick a branch out of here. Now my guy will just keep picking branches, but I don't want him to keep doing that. I'm good with that. I'm good with the branches. But now we can start crafting some stuff. We can go in here and we can see inspirational. So we can do masks, and we can do a maple mustache mask. You can see these are the things that I have to have. Well, I have one branch, but I need some autumn grass, and I need some maple leaves. Well, I don't have those, so I can't construct that right now. Now we can take and let's see what else we've got. Inspirations, we've got toys, and we could do a grass whistle or rock maracas. Well, we don't have the stuff, I'm sure, for those either. So we're going to go back here, and we're actually going to, let's see, what can we do here? Repair, nope, we don't want to do any of that. Let's see, what do we got here? Movement, we had one other thing. Either way, let's start cruising around, see what else we can find. Now you can see on the mini-map, like I was mentioning, we've got like mushrooms, and what do we got down here? Let's head down here and see what's down here. So we got this rock. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to chip away at this stone a little bit and see what we get. Because I think one of those things, I'm guessing that rock whistle, where's that toy? Rock maracas. So we need some stone, which we're going to get here shortly. We got one stone, and then we need some flint, which we can move around the map and find some different stuff. So we got rock pure, and then we got this stone. One's green, which is really kind of interesting. Well, we're almost out of bile or whatever, or phlegm or whatever the gray is. We'll see in a second. It'll tell me. There we go. We're out of phlegm, so we can't collect any more rocks. So now we essentially need to go around and we need to find some food or other things that we can take and we can actually pick up like this. So there we go. We pick that up, and we can take and we can. This is a stray chestnut. So we can take and we can actually study this, and by studying that, we actually learn some of our, by studying, you can see we've got different things that have moved up. So we've got our survival guide, but it's not, I don't think we're quite there yet. Yep, can we buy it? Nope, not yet. So we need to keep moving around and find other stuff. We've got a little berry bush over here. Now, one thing that I have to say before I get too deep into this, I have to have a little bit of a knock on the game. The pathing on the game leaves a lot to be desired. I wish the pathing was better. As you can see right now, I can't easily just move around certain things. So I wish the pathing was a little bit better. Looks like we've got a little bench here. Let's see if we can pick that bench up and take it back to our... let's lift this bench. There we go. Let's take that back to our house. We need that bench. That bench is important for our house, for our household. But like I was saying, the pathing is really kind of crappy, because sometimes you'll click on the mini-map here and you'll want to head off in a certain direction, and you can't, because you know what? You basically run into a tree and you just stay there, and you're just pretty much run into that tree, and you can't do anything until you manually move yourself around. So I wish that was a little bit better done, but hey, what are you going to do? So let's see. How do we place this? Let's see if we place this thing right here. Nope, let's go back. Go back. So put it down. There we go. We put it down. But you will run into things like this. So we've got this pile of logs. We want to chop some wood. Well, we need an axe to do that. So we have to find certain things to be able to do that, which it looks like one of those certain things is up and in this direction over here. So let's see. Can we squeeze by here? Yep, let's go up here. And that's one of the things that you want to pay attention to is what stuff is actually on the ground, because that becomes very important. So let's see. We cruise over this way. And it has to load up. And we should, there we go. So right there on the ground. Looks like it might be a flint. So let's pick it up. See what we got. There it is. Oh, we got granite. But I think that allows us to craft that toy. So let's see. The maracas. Nope, we need a flint. That's right. So we got to keep roaming around. So you will spend a lot of time actually moving around the game, trying to find different things, locating different stuff on the map, really making sure that you try and avoid the monsters or the bears and different things like that are running around. We got ourselves a snail. We could cook up some snail soup. Now we did get this. I think we got enough for our. Yep, we got enough for our survival skills. So we'll buy that, and there we go. Now we can look at what we've got for some of these different ones. We're going to look at colonial trademanship. Well, either way, we've got a lot of stuff to gain here. So let's head over this way. I think we've got to cross a river over here somewhere. You can see there's all kinds of different stuff that you can interact with. And then there we go. There's some food that we can actually get right here. So we can pick mushrooms or berries or different things like that will actually take and allow us to eat them. So we can eat this mushroom, and that will actually power up some of our different humors here. So you want to take and really pay attention to that stuff and the stuff that you want to pick up, because the more you pick that stuff up, the more you study that stuff, the more you're going to gain, and the more like you're going to recover all of the different humors that you need to do more things. So we want to go over here and see if this is a it's over here actually. If it's a piece of granite. And there we go. We need a bow and arrow to get him. So we're not going to be able to get him right now. Oh, it's up here. We can also take and find these little logs, and we can look inside of them and inspect. Sometimes they'll have stuff in them, earthworms and things of that nature. Sometimes they won't. But there we go. We don't want that. We want to get all the way up here, and we want this rock. Chip stone. Is it just going to be regular stone? I don't need regular stone. I need flint. Damn you. So if it's regular stone. I need flint. Now that flint's supposed to be over here somewhere. Where is it? We're like right on it right now. It's like hidden underneath this. It's hidden underneath this damn tree. We were suckered in. We were lured in. So let's see what else we can find. Well, now not only do we have, like we saw the craft, but now we have our build. So we can build a pile of wood. We can place these piles of wood all over the place. It takes a little bit of time, and we need the 4 branches, so we just drag those right into here to be able to build this stuff. And by building this, we actually earn more skills, but it also takes some of our little our different humors here. So build that out. You'll see that'll start to go down while we're building that out. And it's good because you can utilize this and just build these all over the place. And you can see I got hunting and gathering. I'm getting all these are going into the blue and allowing me to get closer and closer to being able to actually do the different fishing, foraging, self-defense, which are all these different things. So what I can do is I can essentially go here, pick the branch. Let's close that out. I'm going to pick a whole bunch of branches here. And there we go. That's good. So we'll pick all those branches. We dropped one on the ground. And now we're just going to build a whole bunch of these little wood piles that are going to help me build up my my skills to be able to get some better skills. And then be able to build better stuff and really cultivate our homestead. Now we have a few other things. You already saw the equipment screen. Then we also got our buddy list. We can put other people on there. We can also travel to their homesteads and help them out, build things for them. We also have the town, which comes into play later, which later on we can take and we can actually travel and we can run. Where is it? No. I want this one down here. Where is it? There we go, travel. And this will allow us to travel back to our homestead or to Boston, which is kind of the central hub where everybody kind of hangs out. So you can travel there and you can buy different things. Like you saw that one vendor was selling different construction pieces and things like that. And then every time you skill up, you also get a lot more things that you could potentially build. Like right now I've got processing materials, and I can get hay if I get autumn grass, or if I go in here, where's the tools? Miscellaneous tools, a tinder drill. Where's the other one? Close equipment and weapons. So basic tools, we can get an axe that will allow us to then chop the wood, and then we'll be able to build more stuff. So you kind of have to work your way up the process if you want to take and go ahead and do different things like that. Also, where I'm building, I'm getting all these wood piles, where I'm getting all this, that will also fill up with more stuff as we move our way up the skill tree. So we'll build one more. You can see here, this is all filling up, but we can't buy anything just yet. Fishing is 450. Can we buy fishing? Nope, not yet. So we're almost there. What else do we need? Let's go see what else we can find. It actually looks like we've got some stuff over here. Maybe this rock over here will be flint. Uh-oh, what's this? What did we find? Somebody else's homestead? So you can see here, somebody's got something big going on. Maybe this is a flint. It might be a shiny stone though, but either way, let's pick it up. So there we go. What's that? A flint. Sweet. Now we could take and actually go back. We can craft our little toy. Where's our little toy? Actually, I think I want to save that, because I think that flint will help me build a axe, which it will, and we're going to build that right now, because you know what? Getting a weapon right away is probably in our best interest, right? So we can go ahead, we can open up our equipment, drop that little axe right onto our hand, and there we go. Right on. We got it nice and side mounted, ready to be utilized. So we're slowly making our way up. It looks like we've got a little homestead here. Maybe we can go visit and see if he's got anything interesting for us to take a look at. But he's got a lot of different stuff on here. He's got a little area that looks like he's farming. We got some frogs jumping around, or maybe it's a grasshopper. It's a giant grasshopper is what it is. Who knows? Maybe we could shoot that later with some bow and arrow. But let's see. What does he got here? Can we do anything? So field, unkept. Maybe he died. Who knows? Maybe he just left it. Chip stone. So it looks like we can chip stone. We can also take his workbench. He's also got a fireplace. I think I should just move into this joint. What do you guys think? I think moving in here would probably be to my advantage. I wonder if he's got any goods in these different chip blocks. Let's open this up. See, nope, he's got nothing in there. But let's go ahead and chip some blocks, chop some blocks of wood. That didn't work. Nope. Oh, it's not going to let me chop any blocks. So we're going to head out of here. Maybe we can chop some blocks on this one. Chop blocks. Here we go. Let's go. There we go. Chopping away. Well, either way, this gives you guys a good idea of what Salem has to offer. Essentially, you're going to roam around, gathering things, getting your wilderness and all your different skills up. Then as you generate those skills, you're going to move on to more advanced skills and be able to build more advanced things. Build up your homestead to things like you see here. We got very lucky by seeing this here. Normally, I didn't find that in my other game, but it gives you an idea of how far you can kind of go with it. And you build up big houses, and obviously, like we saw, there was the merchant in the town when we were there and stuff like that. But you do want to be careful of the stuff in the wilderness, because you know what? Occasionally, there will be a bear, and that bear will get you. He will get you. He got me a couple times. So either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released and as I keep chopping this wood. And don't forget to comment and like on these videos, as we really do appreciate that feedback. If you'd like to play or learn more about Salem, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.